Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom channel. It is the Friday night exposure with the exposer. Y'all know I come live every Friday night to talk basketball with y'all and expose the world to all the myths and the lies being told in the basketball world. So tonight, I'm coming with another great episode for you as I will be talking about the 1991 NBA Finals. Was Michael Jordan or Scottie Pippen the primary defender on Magic Johnson for the Lakers, or was all the myths that we heard about Scottie Pippen or Michael Jordan? Which one is true? I did my research. I took time to look it up. So let's get this going, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's already in the comments. I see my boy Crash is here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, notification. Let everybody know that it is Friday night and the Friday night exposure is here and the exposer is here. I'm A. Johnny, straight off the GOAT James Kingdom platform. You can also catch me right on my Facebook account, and we are on Facebook going live tonight as well. So we're going to have a great show. I'm going to put the link up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a great show. It's going to be great. I'm glad to see y'all here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already to the GOAT James Kingdom channel. If you are not a member of the GOAT James Kingdom channel, please check out our membership at GOAT James Kingdom. Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I am back again on another Friday night. And like I said, tonight's episode, yes, is going to be about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls 1991 Finals. Was Michael Jordan the primary defender for that series versus Magic Johnson, or was it Scottie Pippen? So we're going to have a great discussion about that, and we'll get some folks on here. Now, you know, the thing about Jordan fans and LeBron fans and the argument that we get into is there's always a lot of back and forth about who said this and who started this. And we had an actual debate the last show because they claimed that we were the ones who were bringing up finals appearances as a thing to praise LeBron for, and no one was praising finals appearances before. And we mentioned that none of that happened until they were talking about 6-0, and they were acting like 6-0 was always a big thing when it really wasn't. And at the end of the day, you know, these dudes always say stuff, but they don't never understand that they just be making up stuff. We don't make things up. There's a reason why people have been saying Scottie Pippen is the reason why that series flipped and turned for the Chicago Bulls in 1991 by putting Scottie Pippen on Magic Johnson. It didn't just come out of the blue. It's not like something LeBron James fans just came up with. It's not like there's a group of people running around trying to hate on Michael Jordan. All right. So at the end of the day, where did this come from? How did this come about? How did the whole notion that Scottie Pippen was the savior for the Chicago Bulls in the 1991 series? When I posted this on our Facebook group, which again, you can catch me on Facebook. It is the GOAT James Kingdom Facebook group. Shout out to everybody who's a member there. I'm going to post this show live on there shortly once my Facebook stops tripping. But again, shout out to everybody that's already here in the comments. I'm going to put the link up shortly so y'all can join the show. But let's go to the start of it. Let's go to the start of everything, which is basically Magic Johnson is one of the reasons why we say what we say here. So let's bring this up here. All right.
Scottie gave me some problems, and it made it a little tougher for us to get into our offense. And so it was a smart move on their side. And Scottie gave me some problems, and it made it a little tougher for us to get into our offense. And so it was a smart move on their side. And
so there you go. You have it right there from Magic Johnson. That's Magic Johnson talking about Scottie Pippen affecting the Chicago Bulls series versus the Lakers that year in the 1991 finals. So you got Magic Johnson saying this. All right. Shout out to you, Philip, too. What up, Adrian? Shout out to Mr. Unknown. Thank you for joining me again. So you're already here. That's Magic Johnson talking about Scottie Pippen. You see what I'm saying? And that's an old interview. That's not even a recent interview. So at the end of the day, it's not like we're just making this stuff up. You know, we're not the ones who just saying this stuff just to say this stuff. There are people who talk about it all the time. Matter of fact, today someone posted in the Facebook group on the Chicago Bulls website when they discuss about the finals, they talk about Scottie Pippen taking over. So we all know that Michael Jordan defended Magic Johnson game 1. Then in game 2, Scottie Pippen took over. So now the whole myth is what happened after game 2. Was it Scottie Pippen throughout the rest of the series where the Bulls ended up winning 4 straight and ended up gentlemen sweeping the Lakers? Or did Michael Jordan go back to guarding Magic Johnson and the Bulls still were able to win while Jordan was the main defender or primary defender on Magic? But again, where's this notion that Scottie Pippen changed the series by guarding Magic? It comes from the people. It comes from the people that were involved. We just saw what Magic said. Let's listen, okay, to what the Chicago Bulls, players have to say about it, because they also were there and they know exactly what happened. So let's go ahead and listen to them. Here goes Stacey King explaining to Scottie Pippen, asking Scottie Pippen about the 91 playoffs and Magic Johnson.
Go back to that 91 championship, Scotty, when we played the Lakers, and it was the defensive switching you to Magic that really kind of changed that whole series around for us to win that first championship. And a lot of people don't talk about that as much as they should, because that was a key in our eyes as teammates. That was a huge switch because of your size, your length, you being able to pick up the ball full court and making Magic have to damn near back it all the way down from 94 feet, which took them completely out of their sets. And then that, in my opinion, that kind of changed the series.
All right, so there you go, right there. You have it. That's right out of the mouth of somebody who was on the roster. And there's other videos. There's countless people who would say the same thing, that Scottie Pippen, being the guy who ended up guarding and covering Magic full court in game 2, completely changed the dynamics of that series and what the Lakers were trying to do as far as winning. Now, we all know Magic went off for a triple-double game 1. The Lakers won game 1 in Chicago with a Sam Perkins hit a 3, I believe, for them to win that game on a game winner. And Michael Jordan actually missed a game-tying shot in game 1 to help the Bulls actually get a win, but he missed a late shot that the Bulls ended up losing that game. So they lost game 1, but the Bulls blew them out game 2. So the whole thing is about game 3, 4, and 5. Who was guarding Magic and what were the results of such performances as far as guarding Magic? So we're going to definitely expose them here, Philip. You know, this is what I do. This is what we do here. Thanks for joining me again, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all share the content. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit the ring notification if you haven't already. Again, this is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm A. Johnny the Exposer. This is Friday Night Exposure. And again, I am going to expose and finally bring out the truth about the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson situation for tonight for the 1991 finals. So thank you for joining us here. I'm still trying to figure out who gave Michael the torch, if Wilt had the ball and passed it to Kareem and he passed it to LeBron. Now, that is a great analysis there by you. Great take, Colorblind Productions. Yeah, the torch was never passed to MJ, because when I talk to MJ fans about the scoring record in 1990, who was the GOAT of basketball? It had to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. There was no way no one else was not the GOAT besides Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 1990. So unless you're going to say, like you say, Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell or Dr. J, those would be the main guys. It's definitely not Michael Jordan in 1990. And there's a GOAT there. What up to him, man? So as y'all can see, shout out to John. What up, John? Okay, so as y'all can see, this notion that Scottie Pippen affected the series and changed the dynamics of the 1991 finals by guarding Magic and his ability to guard Magic with his length, his strength, and his ability to cover Magic to full court, it's not like something LeBron James fans just came up with. We didn't just come up with it out of the blue. It's actual facts. But I did the research, y'all. You know me, I don't come up here and bring nothing up to y'all that I don't go research. So I went and go look up the NBA Finals. Now, if you are a real NBA fan, you should go log into the NBA.com website, get you a player ID, and you will have access to watch all of the NBA Finals all the way back to 1990. So I went back and watched game 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of the NBA Finals. Well, I'm sorry, game 3, 4, and 5. I didn't watch game 1 and 2. I'm sorry. I watched parts of game 1 and 2 as far as highlights, but I watched the complete games 3, 4, and 5, and I have an analysis broken down on what happened. Now, the key thing is, like we said, In 1991, Michael Jordan guarded Magic in Game 1. And in Game 2, they switched over to Scottie Pippen because Michael Jordan got into early foul trouble, and they just went with Scottie Pippen for the rest of the game. The Bulls blew it out. The Lakers lost. Now, Game 3, what happened? Game 3 is a very interesting game. All right? Game 3 is a very interesting game. Let me go back here. What's up, Adrian? Adrian said, hey, Johnny, didn't Jordan himself say Scottie Pippen changed the series? I remember him saying it at Scottie's induction Hall of Fame. Now, he might have said that. I don't have that. If you have that footage, please tag us on it. I would love to see it. You seem to be one of the more objective Jordan guys here, so I appreciate that, Adrian. Twin Man's always ready. It has always been the media-driven narrative for Jordan to be the GOAT. That is true. Crash, man, I seen the Game 1 like a month ago. All right, yeah, Crash. If you get a chance, go ahead and sign up. Like I said, get a player ID, an NBA player ID account, and you'll have access to those games. They have access to so much stuff on NBA.com. It is brilliant. You guys should definitely get a chance to look out that information for sure. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. That's right. In Game 3, Michael Jordan did go back to guarding Magic Johnson. He really did. And the key thing in all of this is that, like I was saying, is that if we go look at it, the Chicago Bulls in Game 3 went to an overtime game, and Michael Jordan and basically Magic balled out in the game. Okay, Jordan ended up with 29 points. This is in the middle of the game right here. But as you can see, that this is them going into overtime. They both played 52 minutes that game. You can see what Magic did. Jordan took over in the overtime. But that game was very interesting because, yes, Jordan was the primary defender on Magic Johnson for Game 3 and the NBA Finals. But they did stick Scottie Pippen on him, okay, at every end of the quarter. So every end of the first quarter and the second quarter, Scottie Pippen was guarding him, doing the full court traps and pressing him full court. And also in the middle of the third quarter, because the Lakers went on a run in the third quarter. And they took a 13-point lead in the middle of the third quarter, and they did that because they switched Michael Jordan onto Vlade Divac for some odd reason. Now, and I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't know it at first until I started watching Game 4 and 5, but that's what ended up happening. And the Lakers ended up taking a large lead because Vlade Divac was getting a lot of great looks over Michael Jordan, and he actually had a good Game 3. So Jordan had to eventually go back to sticking Magic Johnson. But the Bulls were annihilating this team. The Bulls were just a better team across the board. There is no way to state it. They were just a better team. If we go look at Game 3, the Bulls literally out-rebounded them by like over 20-something rebounds. They were destroying them on the rebounding tip. Literally destroying them on the rebounding tip. And that's what saved the Bulls in Game 3 because Jordan didn't stop Magic in Game 3. Magic had a phenomenal game. They were efficient in Game 3. They were on point as far as the Lakers were. But what happened was the Lakers couldn't. You see the offensive rebounds. We always talk about rebounding and how important rebounding is here, and people always like to discredit us. Yes, Craig, that's you. I'm about to put the link up for y'all who want to join the show here in a second. But if you look at it, the Bulls' offensive rebound completely kept them in the game and allowed them to stay close. It would have been more of a blowout by the middle of the third quarter if it wasn't for these rebounds that Chicago was getting, which was obviously Horace Grant, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Because Michael Jordan was rebounding. He's a great rebounder if you want to count it as a guard. Michael Jordan is a good rebounder. So the Bulls were dominating on the boards. But the Lakers were still getting their offense off because they couldn't stop Magic, and they were only able to curtail Magic when they were pressing him full court and trapping him full court, which required either one of the two, Scottie Pippen or Horace Grant. So they used all three of those guys, Michael Jordan, Horace Grant, and Scottie Pippen, to trap Magic Johnson in crucial moments. But they couldn't full court press Magic Johnson with Michael. Michael couldn't do it. He was tired through the whole game. You can go hear throughout the series. You hear them talking about it. The commentators saying how tired Jordan was. Jordan had 5 fouls in this game. Jordan had 5 fouls. He literally had 5 fouls. Scottie Pippen fouled out on the last second shot that Divac made to actually take the lead, and then Michael Jordan hit a shot with 3 seconds left to go to tie it to take the game and put it into overtime. So definitely the Bulls were just the better team. They really were just the better team. And at the end of the day, that's what you had when you were talking about the Chicago Bulls versus them. So yes, Game 3, Michael Jordan did guard Magic Johnson as the primary defender. But in Game 4, was that also the case? Was it the case for Game 4? Was Michael Jordan the primary defender? Again, Michael Jordan was the actual primary defender in Game 4 for the Chicago Bulls. The link is up for anybody who wants to join the show. We can have a conversation as I will continue to break this down. In Game 4, and this is another thing. Before we get to Game 4, in Game 3, just to prove my point about Michael Jordan and how they were doing this and what was going on and how the Bulls were just so dominant, I'm gonna show you here in a quick second here. They speak about this right here. So I'm gonna show you here a clip of Game 3 of Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter, and listen to what the commentator says about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. I see Twin Man is here. Let me add Twin Man up. What up, Twin Man?
What up, bro?
What's good, bro?
What I always remember about those finals is that they threw so many bodies at Magic to try to contain him. But the most effective defense against him was Scotty picking him up full court, because you had to tire Magic out, because every time they didn't pick him up full court and they were actually able to get into their offense, they went on a run. So they had, like you said, they would tire Magic out towards the end of every quarter, and they put Jordan on Vlade so Jordan can actually save energy just to score and rebound. Now, that was the game plan.
Now, you are on point, Twin Man. Thank you for joining me, y'all. Y'all know who that is. That is Twin Man. He is definitely one of the most I always like when you show up, brother. You're always the most profound brother that comes up with some stuff. Now, listen to this, though. Check this out. Listen to what this commentator say. Y'all pay attention to what they say. This is the fourth quarter of Game 3, and this is the Bulls making a run. Remember, they were down 13 in the third. They made a run in the fourth quarter. Listen to what they say here. Listen to what's going on.
To sit Michael Jordan down in a 2-point game or tie ball game with 4 minutes to go, and then have the team respond and go on 4.
All right, so you seen that right there. You heard what just happened, right, Twin Man?
I couldn't hear it really as clear. I'm gonna be honest. I'm old. My hearing's bad. Okay. So what did he say? He
was basically saying that right now the Bulls are on a run, and Livingston and Scottie Pippen are the one who's leading the run right now, and then that he's basically saying the guy Fraterno, whatever his name is, said, could you imagine a coach having the guts to sit Michael Jordan down? And at this point in time in the game, and knowing that you still got a team good enough to actually, when you're down 2 points or tied, and your teams end up with a 4-point lead with Michael Jordan sitting on the bench. And
but that goes to coaching, though.
Yeah, that goes to coaching. Now, mind you, when you look at them, I'm gonna play for you again. Look at the play. When you look at the play, you can see Scottie Pippen is pressing on Magic Johnson. It's the end of the fourth quarter. Like I said, at the end of the game, like you said, they got him tired already. Now they're going to put Scottie Pippen on him to press him and watch. They don't even give him the ball. They give the ball to Vlade Divac. Vlade Divac brings up the ball. Watch this. Let's pay attention. Then I'm going to let you bring up the coaching statement. Watch this. Listen closely now.
To sit Michael Jordan down in a 2-point game or tie ball game with 4 minutes to go, and then have the team respond and go on 4.
All right. I don't know if you heard that, if that was better hearing for you or not, but
yeah, I heard him. That's first things first. Look at the defense. There's a body in front of Magic in the rim at all times. He got around Scotty, and I think it was Livingston who jumped right in front of him. Somebody's going to stay. That's what you had to do to Magic in that moment during that finals, because Magic was killing them, getting to the rim, dishing it out, dropping it down to Vlade, getting easy buckets. So what did you do? You threw bodies in front of him. You had to throw bodies in front of him. And what I was gonna say is, it don't matter if. It doesn't, like, Jordan was on the bench because obviously in that moment, the most effective team on the floor to get the Bulls on the run is what they had out there. See, people don't realize this. It comes down to coaching. I don't care who you are, what player you are.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, when a coach sees a lineup or a coach sees a mismatch that's working, they run with that mismatch. That's what made Phil Jackson a great coach. That's what made Greg Popovich a great coach. That's what makes a lot of these all-time great coaches because they have the guts to sit here and tell their star player, "Hey, this lineup's working. Get your rest." And what happened? What happened at the end of the game? Jordan was able to hit a big shot.
Yep, Jordan was able to hit a big shot. Now,
so the coaching,
but I'm listening.
The coaching worked, the lineups worked, but again, if you let Jordan fans tell it, it was Jordan. He played the entire game. He stopped Magic by himself because he was walking on water and floating in the air. So that's why they was able to do this. Jordan's teammates never get enough credit for how they made this man's career, specifically Scottie Pippen.
They don't. And now, let's do this though. Let's do this now. You remember what you were saying about tying out Magic, right? I just showed you game 3, right? Now, shout out to King John. King John, I'm about to bring you up shortly right here. Let me just play this video for Twin Man because Twin Man brought it up. You brought it up without me having to bring the video, which is what, like I said, is what makes Goat James Kingdom so great because we don't just talk it, we actually research it. Like I tell people, I don't make things up, I look it up. You see what I'm saying? So listen to what they say right here closely about Magic Johnson. This is in game 4, and this is the Bulls running through the Lakers in game 4. They're just literally running away with this game right now. It's you can completely see it in Magic's face. Watch this, y'all.
During the first 3 quarters of the basketball game with Jordan guarding Magic, then they come back and put Pippen on him, bigger and stronger, able to be more physical down the stretch.
What did the commentator just said for all the trolls in the chat?
Okay. No, mind you, for the trolls in the chat, shout out to Colorblind Productions. Thank you for the support. Y'all go check out the page. Make sure y'all subscribe to it. Colorblind Productions, much support. Much appreciated for the support. The trolls, do what he just said. Scottie did not pick up Magic full court, Twin Man. Didn't we just show a video of Scottie picking up Magic full court and he couldn't even have the ball coming out of the actual inbounds?
Right.
They can't do it. So now you just heard what the man just said. What did the man say? What did he just say? Like you just said, the same thing you just said. He
put Scottie on him because Scottie was more physical and he would pick him up full court. The man just said it.
Here go Travis. What up, Travis? Twin Man's talking some stupid fans if he thinks that. Listen, y'all don't understand how stupid Jordan fans are. James Worthy for life. Yo, James Worthy, and a matter of fact, talking about that in game 3, James Worthy was being guarded by Scottie Pippen, and that was the strategy. Because see, at the end of the day, the Bulls had to hide Paxson as a guard. So they put him on Byron Scott. Michael Jordan can't stick Worthy. Michael Jordan can't stick Sam Perkins. Michael Jordan can't stick Vlade Divac. So in reality, Michael Jordan has to be the primary defender on Magic Johnson. But they, like you said, with the strategy of wearing him down, letting Michael Jordan half court press him, because Michael Jordan tried to full court press him the first couple of games, right? The first game, in game 1 and game 3. It didn't work well for him in game 2. He got in foul trouble. He also got in foul trouble in game 1. But in game 3, he tried to do it, but it wasn't working too well. And in fact, Jordan actually hurt his toe in the end of game 3. He was hobbling in game 4, and he was actually a little bit better in game 5 as far as the toe went. He had like a jammed toe. But yeah, Twin Man, you were on point. Let me bring up John right quick because I have John ready to go.
It's just real quick. Let me say one more thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I find funny is that people are trying to make it seem like we're diminishing Jordan's contribution to those finals. He hit really timely shots. He hit really big shots in that final series. Jordan was obviously the leading scorer, but to sit here and say Jordan carried that team to that finals win would just be a lie. The defensive strategy is what carried them to that win. You had to do exactly what they did to LeBron, exactly what they do to players like Giannis. You have to build a wall because that's what they did to Magic. They build a wall. There was a body in front of him at all times. You saw it. The very first video you saw, he spun off Scottie Pippen right into a defender.
Yeah.
Period.
And now, when they did that with Jordan, he was able to get closer to the rim, but when he went to dish it off, there was somebody because of the help defender. That's why Perkins and and Divac both averaged 18 points per game for that series. But the thing is Byron Scott had a horrible series. It was horrible. Let me bring up King John, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much.
All
That's
right,
Twin Man, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all holler at Twin Man, man. Thanks, brother. What up, John? What's good,
What's
brother?
up? What's up? Twin Man was on point about everything he was saying. I mean, I can't even not say what he said was no point. They had to keep John Paxson on the floor because he was the one hitting them open shots because they were doubling off John Paxson, man. And that's when Phil Jackson told him, "Who open? Who's open? It's John Paxson who's open." And I love the defensive strategy the Bulls had against Magic. And people don't realize how great Magic still was at that time because remember, Portland was in the finals in 90. And then Portland was in the finals again in 92.
Mm-hmm.
That was Magic on his own doing that having them in the finals in 91.
That is true. That was another thing too. When you really look at that roster, they ran those five guys, the four guys, the four main guys, Worthy, Perkins, Divac, and Magic averaged over 40 minutes per game that series. Scott averaged over 35 minutes per game in that series. They barely played anybody else, and the only reason those other guys got minutes was because in Game 4, Worthy got hurt late in the third quarter.
I put that in stat. Worthy got hurt in the Game 4.
And so did Byron Scott. In the fourth quarter, Byron Scott got hurt, and they both were not available for Game 5. So the Bulls just really were just the better team. But yes, Michael Jordan was the primary defender on Magic Johnson for that series. He really was. And he did a good job to a certain degree. He couldn't stop Magic, obviously, but it worked for the system that they were running because he had so much help. He had the Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen who were able to help trap Magic during the full court press. He also had them because they were more athletic. They were just quicker. You see what I'm saying? They were out rebounding they were killing them on the boards. They were killing them on the hustle plays, the 50-50 plays, because the Bulls were just younger, hungrier. They were really inexperienced, that Laker team. They didn't have the Coopers. They didn't have the Kareems. Matter of fact, in Game 3, they had Kareem sitting on the sideline on the bench.
Yeah.
And I can even show it to y'all before I get to that, because this is what basically what happens. Michael Jordan fans want to make it seem like Jordan guarded Magic for the whole series, so that means that was why they ended up winning the whole series. But what did Magic do while Jordan was guarding him? Game 1, he went for a triple-double, 19, 10, and 11. Shot 4 or 5 from the field. He went in Game 3, he was 22, 6, and 10, 7 of 15 from the field. Game 4, he was 22, 16, and 11, 6 of 13 from the field. Then in game 5, forget about it. Magic was like, I'm going all out. He was 16, 11, and 20 without his two best players on the floor. Running with Vlade Divac and Sam Perkins and Teagle and Drew and Smith. I mean, they wouldn't even. I remember him saying that recently. He was saying about how the Lakers could still make a push this year in 2023 because he said that in 1991, midway during the season, they weren't really in the playoff hunt, but they went on a run at the end and they went all the way to the finals. So if you look at what Jordan did against Magic those 4 games, he basically averaged 19.8 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, 13 assists, shooting 46.7% against Michael Jordan.
Yeah, they would put Scotty on him towards the end of quarters, or if the Lakers went on a run, and they'll put Scotty on them. And when they trap, they'll put Scotty on. Scotty and Horace would trap. So Jordan got even a lot of help with Magic during that time, but especially with Game 5 when you ain't got no Worthy or Byron Scott in the game. I mean, they could do what they want to at this point. Game 5.
Yeah, Game 5, it was out the water for them. Forget about it.
Yeah, the Bulls were just a better team. I mean, once the Bulls beat Detroit, got out of Detroit way, the Bulls is basically going to. I think they would have had a harder time with Portland, but Magic was still that dude in 90.
He was still a dude in 91.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. 91. I meant 91.
Yeah, he was still a dude in 91.
Guess what he would have still been, and what his numbers would have been if the other situation didn't happen with him, because he probably would have ended up number 1 in assists all time.
Yeah, more than likely if he would have played the 15, 16 seasons that the career ended, because he did play again in 95, right? 95, 96 season. for a little short span. But I mean, I was watching them play in that series, man. Again, you guys need to go check it out. It's available for you. It's grainy footage. You see how I showed it to you.
I've watched it plenty of times on NBA TV when they had it back in the day games. Watched the whole series again, and I mean, I went back and because after Steph Curry made the statement he the best point guard ever, I went back to '91 just to watch that series again.
Yeah, you can watch it again. Here we go. We got Jordan haters. Adrian, before I get to that hater, Adrian, you're right. Magic and them did pass the torch, but was Magic and them the GOAT? Now, they were the face of the league, right? They might have passed the torch to Jordan as saying, hey, you're the face of the league now, but he wasn't passed the GOAT torch.
No, that was Kareem who was the
That's
GOAT.
Kareem. Kareem has to do that. Kareem has to be the one to set it to the side and say, yo, man, you're the next guy as far as the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But, Kareem wasn't that guy anyway. He wasn't going to pass the torch, just like really Will Chamberlain was forced to pass the ball over. That's why you have to break that record. That's why it's the most cherished record to have the all-time scoring leader. But let's go on to this.
That's why Jordan fans attack the all-time leading scoring list all the time. If you talk to a Jordan fan, they act like LeBron passed Jordan on the all-time list. That's not true at all.
Yeah. No, it's not true at all. And listen, all they do is lie. Look, we have one right now. Bobby D is one of the most infamous commenters. Like I tell them, they always safe in the comments. Pippen did not pick up Magic full court like y'all implying. I'm not implying nothing. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. I don't have to lie. I don't have to lie. I'm going to show it to you. This is what you guys understand. He said, hey, Magic smoked Pip that series. I just showed you what Magic did in game 2. Magic only got 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists in game 2, and it didn't shoot that well against Scottie Pippen. But I'm going to show it to you again because you guys claim your eyes. This is why I said I went to go look at it because of your eyes. Where's Scottie Pippen? Scottie Pippen right now is the center Chicago Bull. Everybody else is running back. Am I wrong here, John? Can you see that?
I'm watching, yes. Scotty's standing there.
Scotty is the one that's standing there. Why is he standing there? Because of Magic Johnson is right there and Perkins is about to pass the ball in. Let's see what happens. So they show Michael Jordan on the bench. Boom. Who is guarding Magic full court? Look, now he gets the ball. Look at him.
Yep.
Look, Magic can't look. That's it. Look, Magic's not going to post up Scottie Pippen. He can't post up Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
He can't post up Scottie Pippen because Scottie Pippen's too big.
Too athletic.
Yeah, so people like Bobby D can talk all they want to talk, but again, they never have real information. That's why you're safe in the comments.
Yeah,
I didn't imply anything.
Most of them didn't even watch the game, so
I didn't imply anything. Here it is right here. Scottie Pippen against Scottie Pippen in game 2, 14, 7, and 10, and shot 14 of 13. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's physically about. You guys can get mad at me if you want to. I'm actually giving Jordan the credit. He actually was the primary defender. I'm not even taking that away from him at all. He was the primary defender on Magic. But did he guard Magic? No, the Bulls were just better. They were just a better team across the board. And you know what? I give Jordan his props. He actually changed his whole game that series. He was really looking to pass. He was actually looking to set up the pass on top of that. It wasn't like he was just passing, oh, I ain't got nothing here, I'm going to throw it. No, he was actually saying, okay, when I get here, if these two guys show up, I'm going to look for this guy over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was actually, you can literally see Jordan was playing within the offense.
He was really a playmaker in that series.
Oh, he wanted to win. He wanted to win. He was like, I'm not going to fuck it up. I'm not going to fuck it up with my selfishness. I'm going to do whatever they want me to do to win this championship. Yes, Scottie Pippen. Yes, you're right, Liddy. Scottie Pippen did foul out of game 3. And like I said, he fouled out game 3. He had 6 fouls on the last play where Vlade Divac got an and 1 off of a Michael Jordan play. Again, sticking Magic Johnson. And he was able to get a cutting Divac because of help. And Scottie tried to rotate. And he rotated too late. And it was an and 1. And they took a 2-point lead after he hit the free throw. And Jordan came down. It was 10 seconds left. Jordan came down and hit a two-shot over Vlade Divac. To tie the game with 4 seconds left to go, and they went to overtime.
That is the fact. Everything you just said was all factual.
Yeah. So again, Jordan is a great player. Jordan is a brilliant player. That's why. Again, this is why I'm the exposer. I expose real things. I don't come on here just to hate the hate. I don't have to hate on Michael Jordan. It's easy. I always tell y'all that, but I don't look to do it. I just show y'all how illogical y'all are. But let me bring up Craig. I got Craig here. Let me bring up Craig. John,
Okay,
you got any last words, brother? Any last words?
No, all good. I'm listening. I'm gonna get back in the chat and go at Liddy because he ain't gonna come up. So
Hey, are you right? They scared of John. Shout out to King John, the GOAT James Kingdom member. Appreciate all the love and support, brother. And I'll continue to keep bringing to you. We'll see you Sunday. Thank you so much.
all right.
All right, brother. What up, Craig?
What up with this slander? God damn, y'all.
Back
What
with
is
the
the
slander
Jordan?
again. We're back with the slander.
What did Jordan do this week, yo? Did he?
It is slander. What did I say today? What did I do today? What did I say? What did I say? What was it? What was it? Talk to me.
Like, what is this you showing? You really dissected his finals? Like,
Yeah, because it's been a lot of myths been talking about 1991. Now, mind you, I was 10 years old, right? I don't go back and watch games. Like people make fun of me. I don't do that. Like like you're a Knicks fan. I'm quite sure you do that. Like you watch the Knicks game.
who watches? Who?
Bro, listen, my uncle does this, my wife does this. She'll watch the Knicks game. After the Knicks game, she'll watch.
How you gonna assume I'm a Knicks fan?
You're not a Knicks fan?
No, I'm not no Knicks fan.
Oh, you're a Nets fan. Ah, I forgot it. But then,
I'm not even a Nets fan. What are you? Just because I'm from New York, I gotta be a New York.
I
The
thought
only
you
New York
okay.
teams, the only New York teams I like is the Jets and Yankees. Any other New York team could kick rocks.
Yeah, yes. We're gonna do that, Liddy. I will be doing that too. We will be starting off with the 2007 finals, and we will be breaking down LeBron James. That I'll be going back to that and watching that. I gotta do my research on that. We will definitely have a show on LeBron James's finals. Definitely. Again, today's show is not to slander Jordan. It was just to break down the idea of the myth of what happened during that series. You know what I'm saying? So
wait a minute. So the numbers that y'all so love don't tell you what happened in that series. Y'all have to actually do the eye test and watch the game to tell you more than what the numbers saying.
Because the numbers don't tell you who guarded Magic Johnson.
You're always telling us the numbers tell you everything. Like,
oh yeah, the numbers tell you enough. Yeah, but okay, you knowing who guarded who without the numbers, what does it matter? That's what I'm saying. The numbers tell you everything else. We just got to figure out some certain things with the eye test. Nobody's saying the eye test doesn't matter. Of course, you got to watch the game. If you're an NBA fan, you should be watching NBA games. But that's the thing, Craig. These guys ain't NBA fans. They admit to not watching the game.
Well, your whole fandom is predicated on not watching games because half of the people that praise LeBron haven't seen no one play before LeBron. So I can always tell you, just the way they couldn't watch Jordan play, they shouldn't be saying half the stuff they saying. They didn't watch basketball, like you said. They did not watch Jordan play, but they got a whole bunch of comments about Jordan. But they didn't watch the game.
They didn't watch. I mean, and even like me, I remember watching the '91 finals to a certain degree. I do remember watching. Right, that was Jordan. But they were saying like it was the most popular.
No, there was no Bulls games in my house because I grew up with Knicks fans. So when they beat when the Bulls beat them, that was it. TV was off. They didn't care who won.
Yeah, and I will be breaking down finals. We'll do that. We'll have a series of whole finals. Y'all know we'll start with Jordan and LeBron. We'll have some fun. We'll do 98. I'm on that one, Twain. We'll definitely get to that one. But yeah, so I just went back to wanting to see it because there was a Facebook challenge. So I am live on Facebook as well. If his name is Kevin Battle. He challenged anybody to prove that Michael Jordan wasn't the primary defender for that series. And from my understanding, did you see the clip that I first posted about where we get all this from? Did you see the earlier videos?
No, I didn't see. I just got in the house not too long ago.
Okay, well, you get a chance. I'm not gonna play for you now, but
I'll watch it. I rewatch it.
Yeah. Magic Johnson was first stating how putting Scottie Pippen on him changed the series, and it affected how they were able to run their offense because of it, right? And then there was another clip where I showed Stacey King talking to Scottie Pippen about it on Stacey King's show, which was more recently, which is where Scottie was saying Jordan's a horrible player. He, one of the questions he was asking him about that series was about, him being the primary defender or the guy that was switched on to guard Magic and changing the series. So it came from the actual sources, from the people in the series. There's all kind of documentation and documentaries about it. Not only do these guys not watch the game, Craig, they don't go watch the interviews and stuff like that neither, in the videos and the documentaries.
As an athlete,
that are there.
you never gonna admit. As an athlete, you never gonna admit you got your ass bust. I don't care how you not gonna admit that. You gonna think no matter how bad the people assume you play, you gonna think you played your hardest. So of course you gonna say something like, yeah, I'm this and that, when you can, just like you did, you can go watch the game and figure out who was primary guard Magic.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's what I did. And like I said, shout out to Legend of Winning. That's his name, Legend of Winning Low. He was the one that showed me that if you go to NBA.com and you sign up for a player ID, you can actually watch the finals. You can watch all the NBA finals all the way back to 1990. So we're talking about over 30 years of NBA finals. You know what I'm saying? So we have fans that are younger than 30 years. So you can go back and watch all of it. And I mean, commercial free, every last play.
You gotta pay for that, right?
No, it's free.
Oh.
It's free. All you have to do is sign up and have a player ID account. It's free access. It's literally free. Now they actually, obviously there's other stuff that you can, that if you pay for a membership and stuff like that, they actually subscribe for the package and all that stuff for the league and all that. But you can watch it just like that. And again, before NBA TV on ESPN2, they used to have the classics. They used to talk about all the documentaries. The one I'm gonna show it to you right now. I can bring it up to you, Craig. Let me bring up one to you right now. So this is the one.
Scotty.
This is the one where they asked Magic Johnson about what's it called? About Scottie Pippen and what happened in that series. So let me bring that up right quick. So here it is. Listen.
Scotty gave me some problems, and it made it a little tougher for us to get into our offense. And so it was a smart move on their side.
So that's actually from a documentary. That's actually from like 20
that's an old documentary. I remember him.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. You see what I'm saying? And that's old. And then this one is recently. This is like I said. This is a recent. This is 2023, and this is on the Stacey King show. And this is basically Stacey King, asking Scottie Pippen about that whole thing. So about him sticking Magic for the series and switching on to Magic. So here we go. Listen to this.
Yeah. Go back to that 91 championship, Scotty, when we played the Lakers, and it was the defensive switching you to Magic that really kind of changed that whole series around for us to win that first championship. And a lot of people don't talk about that as much as they should, because that was a key, in our eyes as teammates, that was a huge switch because of your size, your length, you being able to pick up the ball full court and making Magic have to damn near back it all the way down from 94 feet, which took them completely out of their sets. And then that, in my opinion, that kind of changed the series.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be making this stuff up, Craig.
But yeah, and you heard what he said, though. He didn't say like it was more to skill. It was based on his size. So basically someone, 6'8", who's guarding Magic. Remember, Magic is 6'9".
Yes, and 200 pounds, 210, 215.
He's bigger than Jordan. Like,
yes. No, I mean, nobody said that, but that was again the notion that LeBron fans just created this thing about the 91 finals and Scottie Pippen sticking Magic. It's not us creating it. This is from us being basketball
fans. You
fans.
literally just said that it's not that Magic. Y'all make it seem like it was Jordan didn't guard him the whole series. Like he got touched in game one and that was it for the rest of the game. Jordan just went to the opposite court.
It was a wrap. It was. They never put there. No. That's obviously false. That is not what happened. Michael Jordan was the actual primary defender on Magic Johnson. If they were keeping a track of that, Michael Jordan would have been the guy that guarded Magic Johnson the most. But Magic Johnson still balled out on him. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
And Jordan balled out on him. It goes both ways.
No, I know that. But that's the thing, though. Magic wasn't guarding Jordan. They had Byron Scott guarding Jordan, which I think is why Byron Scott had such a bad series, because he shot like 28% for that series, Byron Scott.
And why is a 6'9", 200-pound point guard scared to guard a 6'6", 200-pound shooting guard? Why is that?
Oh yeah, because Magic's definitely not guarding Michael Jordan. They're not gonna put him in. They're not gonna put him in foul trouble. There's too. You don't do
So
that.
my point, he's offensive. Jordan was offense and defense.
No, but Jordan had no other choice. Who else was Jordan gonna guard?
What I'm saying is,
that's what I'm saying. If you take, all right, let's say you take Jordan off of Magic and you put him on a Byron Scott. Who you gonna stick Magic with? Scottie Pippen, right? All right. So who's gonna guard James Worthy?
He gonna have to
Okay,
play help
so
defense on
all right,
whoever.
all right. So okay, Horace Grant got Worthy. Who's sticking Perkins?
Perkins an outside shooter, so he wasn't really.
No, I know he wasn't, but you still got to get him. He was a rebound.
You gotta have to.
He stretches the floor.
That's what I'm saying.
So Jordan had to stick him, and Jordan was capable of sticking him, but it wasn't like it wasn't. Again, it wasn't
so Jordan had to guard their best
player.
player and still put up the numbers he put up.
Yeah, but he had trouble. He didn't do it easily. It wasn't easy.
Okay, and he put up his numbers easier than Magic put up his numbers.
Nah, Magic was having a breeze against Jordan. It was a breeze against Jordan.
Jordan scored like 20 points straight. That's still a record for consecutive field goals.
No, that was the Bulls. You're talking about that run when they went on that run. That was the Bulls.
No, when he scored like 10 straight buckets.
They were the ones that the Bulls hit like 13 straight buckets in a row. We can ask
it was Jordan because he capped it off with that thing that
we can bring it up. Hold on, let's bring it up. Like I said, that's what we.
He scored like 10 straight field goals without a miss.
This is
capped it off with that left and right.
Yeah, listen. John Paxson shot 65% for that series. He didn't miss nothing. He was hitting every shot. He took 49 shots in that series, and he hit everyone. That's basically 10 shots per game, and he was hitting 8 of them. On fire, just dagger, bing, bing, hitting them. 7 shots per game. Horace Grant shot 63%. Cliff Livingston shot 62%. Will Purdue shot 60%, but Will Purdue didn't take that many shots. Who else? BJ Armstrong, Scottie Pippen. Jordan shot 55% from the field. Actually, 56% from the field for that series. 31 points, 11.5 assists, 6.5 rebounds. 3 steals per game, 1.5 blocks. That's what Michael Jordan did on 50, 56, 50, and 85. Wow.
What the hell?
No, I got you, but Magic balled out too, though. Don't get so steep. Magic was 18 and 18.5. Yeah, I know the Bulls but the best go with
because if I bring up the 63 points, they're gonna say he lost. But
the Bulls, but I'm saying
Magic
the
balled out on the loss.
The Bulls won though because they just had the better team. Like I said, the Bulls just out rebounded them. They just played better. They out hustled them.
So who was the best player on the court? Best out of the whole Bulls and Magic team? Who was the best player?
Oh, it's obvious it was Michael Jordan. Nobody's gonna say nothing differently. Who was the best defender on the floor?
I said player.
No, I know, but we're talking about defense. So that's what I'm saying. That's the point of the argument.
What are you going by with are you going by the eye test or you going by the stats?
Yeah, I'm going by both. The stats and because hold on now. Don't do that to Scottie Pippen now.
I didn't say you.
Hold on, wait. Scottie Pippen led the Bulls in rebounding, so he averaged 9.5 rebounds per game. He averaged
how much? What was his scores?
21 points per game. Scottie Pippen averaged 21 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 6.5 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1 block per game.
And Jordan averaged
shooting 45, 20, and 86. No, Jordan averaged 31, 6.5, and 11, 2.8 steals. Jordan led the Bulls in points, assists, blocks, and steals. Scottie Pippen led them in rebounds. But Scottie was second in steals and also second in blocks.
And then we count second place because then Jordan would be second place all the time. You want to give credit to second place, right?
Yeah, no, Jordan is second. No, he's third place in rebounding. He's behind Horace Grant.
He led in every category except for rebound.
Yeah, except for rebound. Yeah. Again, Jordan had a great series. Again, Jordan gets an A for what he did in that series. Phenomenal. Average a double-double. Yeah, Jordan.
And he was the only non-point guard to do that and 11 assists in the final series.
But it wasn't because he shut down Magic. That's the facts. Oh, we got Travis coming up here. You got any last words I can bring up, Travis?
Nah, you go ahead, bring him up.
All right, man. Y'all know who that is, man. That's Craig, man. We'll see you Sunday.
Yep.
All right, man. Sunday show, we're gonna be talking about LeBron's records. You know, he's gonna be
No, we're not. We're gonna be talking about the 10 best players first before we do all that. We're supposed to do this for the 3 weeks now.
Oh, that's true.
The
That's true.
seasons
No,
is
we can
coming
do
up.
that. We can do that. I love it. I already got my 10 players. I'm gonna get
I've
everybody.
had my 10 players for 2 weeks now.
I like. No, I got you. I got you. I got you. We got you. We're gonna do that. We got you. I'm on it. My bad. That's true. I appreciate you, man. All right, Craig, man. Be good, buddy. All right. What up, Travis?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm doing great, man. I gotta get my mic up because you're now here. Yeah, I gotta get my mic up. What's up, bro?
Awesome. And dude, I've had my 10 players for a few weeks too.
We'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it this Sunday. We can do it because we're gonna talk about LeBron James records, so we can bring up the top 10.
For sure.
We can do it. We can have some fun. If y'all need me to make some graphs, let me know. Just send me your players. I can do it for you. We can have some fun.
Down. Only thing I wanted to add, I mean, you're absolutely right. This is a great series. I've watched the series more than once, and like you said, it was just the Bulls had a way better scheme. I think overall they had more athletic players. Magic was really without some of his key cogs, like no Cooper, no Kareem. It was huge. Worthy actually led them in scoring in that series, so I mean, he was putting in work before he got injured. And it was really just, it's a great defense because they knew they had to stop Magic Johnson because he was probably going to facilitate and, give everything to other people. The only thing I want to point out was like Magic's numbers as far as scoring. If you watch the games, his scoring really came rarely on ISOs against Pippen or Jordan. Like he did a couple times, but really just got them in the flow of the game, like a fast break or like a open, kind of a three. Like in the game one, he had like 2 weird threes from like almost half court. And like that was like almost the majority, but he was definitely the best player on the court. But they were really doing a good job of harassing him. And obviously they couldn't stop really what the Bulls wanted to do. And obviously if Mike's shooting almost 56% from the field, it's tough.
Listen,
yeah,
that offense was way ahead of its time. If you really get a chance to look at it, for those that complain about what they see in today's NBA, what I was watching, to be honest with you, was horrible basketball. I understand it because I understand the evolution of the game, but you could see the difference on what the Chicago Bulls were doing then, how they were really going into what basketball was going to be, the offensive sets that they were running, the type of style, that triangle offense, and with Michael Jordan being willing to pass as much as he did. Oh man, they were killing the Lakers. The Lakers could not stop it. Paxson was open all the time. It was Horace Grant and Livingston and Scott Williams were able to cut to the basket at will. Jordan and Scottie Pippen had no problem finding guys open. It was the Lakers were out, and mind you, the Lakers were bigger. The Lakers were really the bigger team.
Yeah.
It's just that the Bulls were just more athletic and they were just playing better as a team. Kevin Battle, guy. This is Kevin Battle from Facebook. He's one of my infamous trolls. He's the reason why he's the reason why today's show exists. I told him I was going to actually make a video of this, so the video is actually coming soon. As you can see, I did my research. Yes, Michael Jordan was the primary defender, but he wasn't the best defender for the Chicago Bulls that series. But he still did his job on Magic because they ended up winning the series anyways. And again, it goes back to the myth. Right, the myth was Worthy had a hamstring injury, correct?
Yeah, I mean, they think like Worthy was injured the entire series, but that wasn't true.
No, it wasn't a hamstring injury. He was hurt the whole series. It was an ankle injury. He had hurt his ankle in the Game 5 against the Portland Trail Blazers in the Western Conference Finals, and he was supposedly hobbling throughout the series, and something happened in Game 4, and he couldn't go anymore. I always was told it was a hamstring.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't really.
That shows you how, like I said, we all know how easily rumors could start and how easily myths can just grow into, you know what I'm saying, into infamy.
Oh, for sure. And the thing I hate is like, I mean, I don't blame them, but like when you get people and you're saying like Jordan fan, and like I've heard some stupid takes, and like that's why I just say, I'm a basketball fan. If you really press me, I'm a Kobe fan, but like. I just say I hate bad takes on either side, and like, it's dumb when people say, "Oh, one man carried them there and he didn't have any help." That's never been true, like in any series. But it's just a team game, and like bad takes need to be exposed.
No, you're right. Listen, that's what we're here to do. We're here to expose. That's why it's Friday Night Exposure. Yep. So it is a bad take to say that Scottie Pippen was the primary defender on Magic Johnson for that series, because he wasn't. But it's also a bad take to say that Michael Jordan slowed down or stopped Magic Johnson, because that's not.
Oh, for sure, he didn't stop him. Magic got his averages just slightly less efficient for his career shooting, but he still was out there.
Yeah, he was out there. Adrian, to answer your question, hey Johnny, you think the Bulls could beat the Warriors with KD, 96 Bulls team? After watching what I just watched with the Bulls and knowing that it was only 5 years later, no. The Warriors would destroy the Chicago Bulls. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not because of anything. You can literally see, like, bro, the Lakers bench, the Lakers did not even want to bring the guys off the bench. They had Eldon Campbell. They didn't even want to bring him in. They only brought him in because they had to. Like, Teagle, they didn't want to play Teagle. They had to play Teagle. It's like these guys were bricking. I mean, it was horrible basketball. Again, it was the basketball of that day. The pace was kind of fast in 1991. It wasn't, it still wasn't that slow yet. It started to become slow after 91. It really started to slow down after 91. Mm-hmm. Man, for the 96 Bulls to be able to beat the Warriors, they would have to play in today's rules, and they would have to use a lot of Kerr and a lot of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan and Kukoc.
What I would say about that then is that I agree with you 100%, just because they have way too many shooters. But I would say it would be a little bit closer if you had like a prime Rodman, not 96 Rodman, like 87, 88 Rodman.
No, because even 96 Rodman. Listen, 96 Rodman couldn't score. Rodman he understood his role. He understood he didn't have to. So you can leave him open if you want to. Rodman was.
Well, no, I'm just saying because he was a little bit more athletic in like 89. He could have stuck KD a little bit better, but I don't think it would have been. It still would have been tough.
You don't have to stick KD. You can put Scottie Pippen on KD.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you can put Scottie Pippen on KD. You got Ron Harper. You have Mike for Stephen Curry. The problem is that you're not going to have Mike sticking Stephen Curry, because you're not going to have Mike running around.
He's on Clay probably.
You're gonna have to have sticking Clay, which is still a problem for Mike, because Mike has to run around stick Clay as well. There's gonna be a lot of screens. Jordan, but the Bulls can. But the Bulls, if they definitely use Kukoc, because Kukoc is the dynamic. The Warriors don't really have nobody to stop the Kukoc.
It's also what rules are we playing by?
No, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be today's rules. If it's the 90s rules, it's a sweep. It is the Warriors in a sweep. I said it. There's no stopping the Warriors in the 90s rules. There's no stopping Kevin Durant and on the wing with the clear court. There's no way. You're gonna get a bucket whenever you need it. Every run is stopped easily, automatically. You're gonna be chasing Stephen Curry, no switching. You're in trouble.
Yeah, it's tough to say, man. I mean, I still think the Warriors would win.
You remember the conversation about the gravity?
Yeah.
There's no gravity. I'm gonna let Kevin Durant give Stephen Curry a screen on just one side of the floor by themselves. It's gonna be those two guys 2-on-2. There's no third, fourth guy to go help to keep Stephen Curry.
That's true. And also, like the 3-second thing wouldn't really matter because they weren't inside dominant, so they wouldn't care.
I'll have Green on the top of the key, and I'll have on the low block. Just sit on the low block. I have Stephen Curry running through a bunch of screen from one side of the wing, go and him and Durant. Now, what you want to do? Kevin Durant's gonna get the ball right there, or Stephen Curry's gonna get the open three. It's no way you stop it. The Bulls will have to be able to play the zone defense so that they can, not guard Draymond and kind of, you know what I'm saying, and kind of cheat a little bit. There's no stopping it, bro.
It'd be fun to see Mike average 60 though on that.
No, they wouldn't have nobody to stop Mike. They wouldn't have Mike. Mike either way is going to be Mike. But I mean, 1996. We don't know. Mike 1996. Mike was shooting WNBA 3-pointers, so we can't count his 3-point percentage.
Yeah, I'd take 93 Bulls maybe over that team. I don't know.
93 Bulls, but no, the 96 Bulls is definitely the greatest team the Bulls ever had for sure. That team was incredible. You have the scoring champ, the rebounding champ. You have the all defensive team 3 players on the first team, all NBA 2 players, 6 men.
I think I like Forrest Grant a little bit better than Rodman. I don't know.
No, offensively, yeah. Horace Grant and but that Cartwright, we're gonna do with Cartwright.
All right, yep. Bill.
Yeah, again, But but again, the Warriors is a cheat code. It is a 2K thing. It's not.
Mhm.
This guy says
I've already said that.
he said Clay can't dribble. He doesn't need to. He can shoot.
Clay's off the ball, man.
Listen, Jordan would have to chase him around. Yeah,
Yep.
Kevin Durant, Scottie Pippen would definitely hurt. Kevin Durant because he would be able to guard Kevin Durant, but still Kevin Durant would get his. And
Steph isn't getting 35. No way.
Oh, he said Steph. My bad. Oh, Steph is averaging 35. No, Steph is not averaging 35.
Oh, no.
He's talking about Ron Harper. Nah, Ron Harper's not letting that happen. And no, but they're all average. No, it'll be lights out though. The Bulls would be the Bulls offense. That triangle, it would not work. It's not. It was great for the 90s, y'all, and it helped transcend the game to what we have today. So appreciate it. It's not like we're knocking it. We're just stating it is outdated.
Mm-hmm.
And what the Warriors,
and that's a one-off team that we'll never see again.
Yeah, the Warriors of 2017, 2018 is basically what's it called? Those like a milestone in a chronological history. There's the 91 Bulls taking off to the 90s. There's Magic being drafted with Bird. You know what I'm saying? There's Kareem coming into the league. Every so often you have these milestones. And the 2017, 2018 Warriors changed the NBA. Ever since then, we've had a different NBA. The last 6 years have been incredible. So now BJ Armstrong ain't doing nothing. Steve Kerr will be lethal because you can't leave Steve Kerr open. He'll hit mad threes. They'll have the green light. Remember, they didn't have the green light back then. They'll have the green light. With today's rules, they'll have the green light. He said Steve Kerr averaged 5 points. Again, use your eye test, bro. Use your eye test. Now you see stats. Now y'all see.
Also, Jay, Kerr would have like 10 more shots a game. You gotta understand that.
Nah, listen. The Bulls would play hard. They would, but if they wouldn't, like I said, the only way they would have a chance is in today's rules. Because they would allow it to be more defensive strategies for them to do what they do, and their offense would work very well still because they run a high post. Really, the Bulls don't need nobody in the low post.
It would have been if like Larry Bird joined like the Showtime Lakers or like the or the Jazz or something. It would have been silly.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the Warriors are cheat mode, man. We can't say the Warriors, man. Let's get it up. I mean, the Bulls, the '96 Bulls was a cheat code. Adding Dennis Rodman was a cheat code.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I don't hold it against LeBron. Like a lot of people do. I say like it was probably the toughest team ever to play against.
Yeah. The Bulls don't have enough scoring to beat the Warriors, and they don't have enough defense to actually outscore the Warriors. So yes, I don't think that they can beat the Warriors.
I agree with that. Where's the scoring going to come from? Because Pippen wasn't an ISO guy.
Yeah, I don't think there's no team that can beat the 2017 Warriors unless you're playing in the '60s rules and era, where there's no 3 pointers. And you're allowed to completely foul somebody if they come to the paint. So you have to shoot your little 2-pointers. And
Lakers might be able to.
I don't know. The '64 Celtics were great.
Yeah.
So, all right, we about to get up out of here. You got any last words, man?
Oh no, man. Looking forward to Sunday. Got my list, and it should be a good show.
Yeah. Listen, y'all, come check us out Sunday afternoon, noon Eastern. Right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform on YouTube. We're going to go live. We're going to talk about LeBron James records, and we're going to finally talk about everybody's top 10. I can't wait for it. It's going to be a great show. We'll have Travis and the whole panel here. So you have a good Friday, Travis. I'll let you go.
You as well, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate you, my friend. So again, today's show was brought to you by Kevin Battle, the Facebook troll. He definitely got me on my P's and Q's. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. So again, Michael Jordan was the primary defender on Magic Johnson for the '91 series. Scottie Pippen was the best defender, but Michael Jordan was the primary defender. And the Bulls as a team were just phenomenal. They played great, and they deserved to be champions that year. Shout out to Kevin Battle for challenging me and letting me come up with this information. So again, thanks to everybody that's in the comments. The 83 76ers is a great team as well, John. That's another team that a lot of people sleep on. But yeah, you would have to I don't know, man. They don't have the shooters. Who were the shooters on that team? Was Tony on that team? I don't know about that. I don't think they're good enough, man. But thank you, Adrian. Yes, today was a great show. Today was a phenomenal show, man. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Shout out to Crash. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Twin Man. Shout out to John. Shout out to Twain, Liddy, everybody in the comments. We appreciate everybody. Thank you again. This is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm A Johnny the Exposer. All I do is expose people, as you can see. Y'all have now been exposed by the Exposer as we finally got it out. That's it. It's over. Don't bring it up. The 1991 finals, Jordan was guarding Magic. Besides game 2, Magic balled out. Jordan balled out. The Bulls won. End of story. All right? So this is going to be the end of the show. This is the Friday Night Exposer. Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. And I'm going to get up out of here, y'all. Y'all make sure to hit the like buttons. Make sure to hit the share the content. Make sure you hit the ring notification. Also, don't be afraid to hit the membership. Join the membership. Help us out here. I'm going to be creating all type of content. I'm ready to make videos, special graphs for anybody who wants that. Again, shout out to everybody in the comments. Thank you again. Y'all have a wonderful night. This is the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer. I see y'all on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also right here on YouTube. This is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Y'all have a beautiful night.